welcome to this lesson. As usual, it's time for news. Now, before we start our lesson, I'd like us to first stretch our bones, and we say this rhyme. Everybody, are we ready there? Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Ears, eyes, mouth and nose. Now let's get back to our lesson. But before I start, I would like us to review the previous lesson that we had. You are still looking at peace and the security. And in the previous lesson, we looked at the roles of people who promote peace and security. We looked at roles of people who promote peace and the security. We said that when we talk of roles, we mean the work that is done by those people. For instance, we looked at the religious leaders, that those people are so important in the community when it comes to promoting peace and the security. And we looked at their roles. One, we said that they pray for peace. We also say that they counsel and guide people. Also, they preach the word of God. Then we also looked at like police. What does it do? What does a police do to promote peace and security? Anybody who still recalls what we said? Anybody who can tell us? We say that the police keeps law and order. The police counsels and enforces discipline. We also say that the police protects people and their property. Now, we want to look at something new. Yes, those people do their work to promote peace and the security. But which things do they use to keep peace and the security? It's what we want to look at today. Things we use for keeping peace and the security. Or we can say the things we use to keep peace and the security. That's what we are looking at today. Things we use to keep peace and security. This is our topic for today. Things we use to keep peace and the security. For instance, we talked of the police. What does the police use to keep peace and security? Any of you who has ever seen the police having any tool that they use to keep peace and security? Yes, you can put up your hands and you tell me. One? Good. Somebody has talked of the gun. I think everybody has ever seen a gun, because here at our school we have those policemen, even the other guards always carry their guns. So they use those guns to prepare themselves that in case of any danger, in case of any bad person who comes to attack the school, they can easily shoot that person. So that is the tool number one that is used to keep peace and the security. And the word gun is written as G-U-N. Everybody say gun. What else do they use? What else do they use? Let me give you an example. Like now, we assume we are here. People come and gather here. They start doing bad things. They want to burn the school. They want to do. They have very many. They come and crowd here. Then here we try to chase them. They refuse. Even they want to fight. If we call the police and also try to chase them, what can it do? What does it use to make those people disappear and go? Like I've always seen over the TV, like in the town, you find that there's chaos, people are very many, demonstrating. What does the police use so that everybody takes off that thing which is like water? You see people taking off. Who can tell me? Yes, it is the tear gas. The tear gas. The police uses the tear gas because when that gas they just pour it in the air and it comes to your eyes, even you can lose your sight. So if the police says that it cannot do anything, has stopped people have refused it, it will start to use that tear gas so that everybody disappears. Then, like we have most of us at our homes, we don't have the guns, we don't have the tear gas, but we have that animal that helps us promote peace and security. We use it that in case a stranger comes, a thief comes, it can alert us or it can test that person. Which animal is that? It is a dog. We have the dog. The dog is very useful at home. It is the animal that guards people's homes. Like most of you, I know you have them during the day, you tie them with the chain. It cannot move, cannot see people. Then at night, you make it free so that it keeps monitoring your home. That in case a stranger comes or any other bad person comes, it can alert you and it chases that person, it barks. So even you, when you're in the bed sleeping and you hear the dog barking seriously, you know that there is something bad. So that you can even wake up, you go and see what is there. So that dog helps us a lot when it comes to promote peace and security. That's why we keep dogs at home. And that question is very common. They can always ask you, which animal guards our homes? It is the dog. Or they can say, which animal is used for protection? It is the dog. And you should not always play with the dogs at home because it can easily bite you. And when it bites you, you can even run back and die. Then also, in our homes, we have these sharp pointed things. They are like this. You find that you have them like in your father's bedroom, or you have them in a certain corner. You have them at home. And we use these things also for what? For protection. You find that it's there at home and you are not allowed to touch it. What's that? What name do we give to this? It is the spear. It is the spear. This spear is also used for security. You find that some of your dad has got it, has put it like in his bedroom, so that if he hears anybody like trying to break the door, the gate, can get that thing and even he throws at that person and the person dies or the person takes off. So we use a spear for keeping peace and security. Then we find that like people who cannot manage to buy the guns, to buy the spears, or to have dogs at home, they have these things. They are always made like this, and I know most of you have ever seen it. We have our school guard who always uses it. It is like this. I'm sorry I cannot do it very well, but I think you will get the picture. So it is like this, then like this. This one, who can tell me what is this? Because when we see our security guard uses it at the gate, that one who does not have the gun. What is this? And this one is very common in our areas, in the villages. It is called bow and arrow. It is bow and arrow. So I can see even you see something here like an arrow. So that's why I call it the bow and the arrow. It is used for security. Then there's that small thing that is always held by the police, those policemen, you find that somebody has it. It is very short like this, somebody has it here. Well, even I can try to draw for you. You find that it is like this. Are you seeing it? I'm trying to draw so that I can bring out the picture and you see it, this thing that is used by the police. What is that? That one is the baton. The police or the army men can also use this one to promote peace and security. They can use it. They can hit your legs and they get broken. You cannot move anymore. Or if they are chasing you and they get you like this, they just hit the legs so that you calm them and keep in one press. Then we also have this thing here. You always hear that in a certain country there are bombs. People have died. So people use them to keep peace and security. We call them bombs. These ones here. This one I think most of you have never seen them, but they are put there. Then they put something inside like the gas. So they set it. When the time comes, it bursts. And when it bursts, all the people around can die. Then we also have the shields. The shields. Like this shield we have on the Ghana coat of arms. So we use this one for keeping peace and security. Then like these days when you're moving on the highways, you can see things like they are bulb lights, yet they are not. They are cameras. So what we call those ones? We call them security camera. Security camera. You can say security camera or security cameras. Like they can put them on the highway so that in case somebody tries to do something bad, they can go and check on their cameras. They see what happened and who did that person. Also at our home, our father or mother can put it somewhere to see whatever takes place at home when they are away. Or if something bad happens, they are able to tell who did such. They will come, they will view their camera and they get to know. So these are some of the things that we use to keep peace and security. Now, for me, I'm not going to draw the pictures here as I'm writing, but as you write your work, you will access them. They will be shown to you. Now we're going to read through our work. Things we use to keep peace and security. We say that we have gun, the tear gas, the dog, the spear, the bow and arrow, the baton, the bombs, the shields, then the security cameras. Now, after looking at these things that we use to keep peace and security, even in the previous lessons, we looked at those people that promote peace and security. Now we want to know, why should we have peace and security? Why do we need to promote peace and security? Why is it good for somebody to live while secure? Why is it good for you to have peace and security? Is it of any importance? That's what I want to look at. So here we can say the importance of promoting peace and security. Importance of promoting peace and security. Why do we need to promote peace and security? That's what we mean. Importance of promoting peace and security. I told you that this word importance comes from the word important. That means that why do you think security and peace is important to us? That's the reason why we need it. Now we are going to look at this. Can everybody look here and read? Importance of promoting peace and security. Why do you really need to have peace and security? Who can tell me? One, it helps people to move freely. It helps people to move freely. It helps people to move freely. Now, I'm going to give you an example. Like, if you're at home and you know that where you are or where you're moving, there are policemen, there's enough security, even nothing can happen. When you're moving, do you have to fear? Do you have to be worried? No. So that's what it means. It helps people to move freely. Or if you know that though I'm walking at night, I know that every corner, every stage, there are policemen who are there to guard people. You can move. You feel free. You will not get worried that, I might reach there and I get the robbers or the thieves to attack me, because you know that there are people to guide you. So that's what it means. It helps people to move freely. Then it also helps us to love one another. It helps us to love one another. It helps us to love one another. It helps us to love one another. Like here at school, we looked at the ways how we can promote peace and security. We said that we must have rules and regulations. If you found that among our rules and regulations, we have the rule which says no fighting at school. No fighting at school. That means that you will not fight your friends. So all the time you will be forced to love one another. Because if you don't love one another, you can end up fighting. But since there is that rule which says do not fight, how do you avoid fighting? You become friends. You become friends to yourselves. Do you get it? So that's why we say that it helps us to love one another. It also promotes unity. It promotes unity. How does it promote unity? Now, you're friends to one another. You love one another. Meaning that whatever you're to do, you must do with your friend. You said, you know what? We are going to do this work. Can you come and sweep the classroom? Can you come and remove the classroom? So you find that you are united. Whatever you have to do, you do it together. Because you're friends, you love one another. So from loving one another, it helps you to promote unity. Also, we can say that promoting peace and security helps people to do what they want. Helps people to do what they want. It helps people to do what they want. Because we say that peace means living under harmony, and we say that security means living under protection and freedom. So if there is security. You have enough freedom. You're free to do what you want. So that's why you say that promoting peace and security helps people to do what they want. So we are writing some of these points. We are not adding more. These ones are enough. But we should know very many of them. So if we have very many, don't say, teacher has given us one before, I should not even write that. You can write. Like if I gave you a question in the activity that why is promoting peace and security important in our community, you can write as many as you want. Now let's read through this work we've just written. Importance of promoting peace and security. 1. It helps people to move freely. It helps us to love one another. It promotes unity. And lastly, it helps people to do what they want. So, for today's lesson, we are stopping here. As usual, we are going to write our work with the best handwriting. I can't forget to tell you that. And for you must write better than the teacher. Because now for me, I'm just going to rub it off. But for you, that work is yours. Your parents will read, even when you grow up and produce children, they will also have to look at your work. And if your work is bad, you will not tell your child that write well. The child will say, mommy or daddy used to write bad. So you must write very well. So I wish you the